Confidence is beautiful, and in today's video, we'll be talking about why confidence is important and how to get it. So, what is confidence? I have it written down here. Confidence is a feeling of self-assurance arising from an appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. So, that's what confidence is. Confidence is being able to trust yourself and believe in yourself. On a lot of the time it is on what you've done previously. So consistency builds confidence, and what you've done in your past, if you've done it many times, you will be more confident in that area, and that will be important later on in this video. So why is confidence important? Number one, how you carry yourself is very important. Have you ever heard the expression, first impressions are the most important? So if you're someone who isn't confident and they're walking around, they'll have down posture, heads looking down on their phone, maybe a little bit giddy, just, is this look okay? That doesn't look nice. It gives off a kind of negative aura, and when I say aura in these conversations, it's not the meme aura, it's like the energy you give off. So someone who is confident, and to have confident body language, is to be open. How I am, to be open. Your legs are wide apart, they're not sitting in tight, your shoulders aren't tight, you're relaxed, you're confident, chest out, head up high, looking people in the eyes. When you aren't looking someone in the eyes or don't have confident body language, it can make people get the vibe off you that you're scared, you don't feel comfortable, you're insecure. Whereas someone who is confident, people will be more likely to gravitate towards you because everybody likes confidence, especially people of the opposite gender. And people want to feel safe around you. Do you think a pilot is going to be insecure? Who would want to jump on a plane with someone who'd be like, oh, I have my pilot's license, but I'm not the best pilot. Or even if they're fully qualified, but they weren't very confident there. Oh, I'm a bit nervous going into the air, I have all my qualifications, but I'm still nervous. Whereas someone who could have less qualifications, but who sounds confident, who presents themselves well, people will feel safer going onto that plane than the person who wasn't confident. There's actually a video of Kevin Hart being interviewed, and the interviewer asks him, I'll play it for you now in the next clip. The interviewer asks him, if a plane was going down, would you know how to land it correctly? And he goes, oh yeah, you flick the switch, you do this, do that. And the interviewer genuinely believed him. He was like, wow, you really know how to fly a plane. And then Kevin Hart goes, I'm just fucking with you, man, I have no clue. But he gave off that presence, and I get it. In that scenario, he was joking. But people with confidence, sometimes it has to be delusion.
If your life depended on it, do you think you could land an airplane?
Yes, and I have.
You have?
I'm an action star.
I guess that works. You don't need any help over the intercom, nothing?
It's very easy. Pull the flaps, go to the double panel, ease back on the wheel, tap the brake, check my EFIUs up top, base center. After I do that, adjust my steering wheel, format, come in low, pull back, raise. I should be on the ground. 3, 2, 1.
I feel like I could land a plane now. That was phenomenal.
By the way, complete bullshit, but it sounded great.
I believe you. I believe.
So that was the clip there for you guys. But as I was saying about delusion, it's a little bit of a weird line. You can't be too delusional, but you can't be really sensible. So what I'm talking about delusion here is you gotta envision yourself as something you're not yet. So, people be asking me like, I had a show coming up where I was singing, and people were like, "Are you a good singer?" Now, me knowing I don't have the highest quality of singing, I'm kind of good sometimes, but like really listening to me, I'm not that good. But I was telling everyone, yeah, I'm a great singer. Boom. It doesn't mean lie, but put yourself on a little pedestal. That's my advice. You've heard the phrase, fake it till you make it. So many people who are successful always say, put it out there. Bro, say it to God. When you have confidence and you're right with God, where you don't get a mix between pride and ego, that is the sweet spot, and that is where it is most effective. So sometimes you have to be a little bit delusional and big yourself up to something you're not, but not where you're manipulating people, because confidence can go very wrong where people start manipulating people, they start lying, and they're just complete BS, But it's like an innocent thing where you believe in yourself that you are something that you're not yet, but you will be. So, you might be wondering, how do I get confident? Now, I almost said some along the lines of, I'm not very confident, but I've improved. Which is true. I'm not the most confident person in the world. But, yet again, I'm putting myself in that mindset. And people might think I'm crazy for this, but you gotta put yourself in that mindset that you're something that you aren't yet. And I'm saying to myself, I'm the most confident MFer ever. I'm so confident. Like, bro, this is not my usual hairstyle. I'm wearing this. This is not my usual fit. I'm wearing it. I'm doing what I want to do because that's what I want to do. And that's how you should live your life. Once you're not sinning, that's how you should live your life. Do what you want to do. But yeah, how to get confident. So, that tiny bit of delusion, important. But becoming confident is about exposure. So if you want to get confident talking to girls, you have to talk to girls over and over and over. If you want to be confident making food, you got to make food over and over and over. If you want to get confident with making videos, you got to make videos over and over and over. Confidence is exposure. And that's why I can't give you confidence. The next man can't give you confidence. The next woman can't give you confidence. They can boost up your ego, but they can't expose shit for you. Like, people would say to me like, yo, go to talk to that girl. I'm like, nah, man, like, I ain't feeling it. I don't want to. Like, I'm nervous. And then they kept pushing me, go, go, go. I was like, no. But they're like, you know what? If you won't, I will. I'm gonna go over, and you gonna come in. So, started talking to the girls, and then I was brought in. I walked myself over, and then I was like talking, and then I got confident. I was like, I felt calm. I was calm. I was talking to them. We had a good conversation, and that was it. And then the next time, my boy went, yo, go talk to that girl. Not even a second thought, I was over talking to another girl. And just have that confidence. Like, what's the worst that can happen? You gotta have that mentality. What's the worst that can happen? And you have to think, just be rational. What's the worst that can happen? She says no. She gives you a dirty look. She gossips to her friend. So what? When you are done with the fear of rejection, that is the key. That is a big key to unlocking a massive door. I'm not completely over it, but I'm getting there. So, being confident is exposure. That's one of the most important things. You got to do it yourself. No one can do it for you. Building yourself up to be something you aren't yet. Now, you don't have to go around telling people this, and that does not give you a license to lie and manipulate. That is not right. Don't do that, please. And have confidence in God. When you got confidence in God, confidence gonna come to you naturally. Because when you know God's in control and He doesn't play with His children, and He's gonna be like, I'm gonna take care of you, and no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're doing. When I know that, I'm like, I can do whatever I want. I'm fine. So you gotta have those three things: exposure, God, and a tiny bit of delusion in yourself. So finally, there might be another part to this video, but what has confidence done for me? What confidence has done for me is made me a new man. Sometimes I'd be second guessing what my brother would think of me or what other people would think of me. And you know what? I just said, fuck it. That's the mentality you have to have. You should not care what other people say. And thing is, people care for like a minute. They might gossip about you in school or work or wherever you are. They might go, oh, look at his hair, or look at what he's wearing. But eventually, they'll either get sick of it or they won't remember. So there's nothing to worry about. When my brother came, I put on this. I wanted to wear this because I wanted to. And I didn't care what he said, and he didn't say anything bad about it. I wore this watch because I wanted to. I done my hair like this because I wanted to. I'm talking to the camera and posting this on YouTube because I wanted to. So you gotta do what you want to do. But yeah, I've felt comfortable talking to women, becoming friends with them. I don't want to get too much into it because some of them probably watching the videos. But anyways, it's made me more conversational. I feel like people are more comfortable around me. I feel more ready to open up to someone, kind of like to talk to them, like not just be like giving them bleak answers. Like they go, oh, how's your day? Good. How's yours? Well, I give more fulfilling answers. I go, oh yeah, my day was amazing. I don't have to be that happy, but I can be like, yeah, my day was good. I done this, I done that. What about you? And then like being able to continue conversation, because I notice kind of when conversations start to get a little awkward, and I can fix that. And being confident isn't being perfect, because there are times where I get a brain fart and I don't know what to say next, and there are times where I'm scared to go up to women, scared to go up to other people, to talk to them, or to put myself out there. But truly, confidence has made me a different man. I walk different, I talk different, I present myself different, and it's all been beneficial and in a greater way. I could probably talk about it forever. I gotta just think of examples, in sports. Having confidence in your sport, oh my days, that changed me. I play basketball, and I used to only want to score 1 point in a game, and I'd be happy. As long as I scored, I'm happy, whether we won or lost. And now I average 16 points a game. That has changed me. I walk different on the court, I talk different on the court. I'm a completely changed man. Confidence will change you. And once you unlock yourself and just stop giving an F, that is when great things start to happen to you, bro. I might have to do a part 2 to this video because I really did enjoy it. No script, just straight off my mind. I felt like I had to produce something from this. I appreciate all of you for watching this. I hope you take my advice. And yeah, I'm just feeling feeling good. God bless you all. Keep God first in your life. That is most important out of anything. No matter what I say in a video, that is most important. So Jesus loves every single one of you. And God bless, man.